Hi everyone. Today we're going to look at something called continuous line drawing or blind contour drawing, which is like an exercise to help us to really look at something and to see it as it is. Forget what we know about it and just have a look at it. And the way we do that is to concentrate solely on what we're looking at and not the drawing that we're doing. We don't look at what we're doing. And it's a really good exercise for our brain, to our hand, to our eye coordination. So let's have a go. This is a photo I took and printed up of a tea party I had in my garden, and I just wanted to point it out that sometimes when we're drawing things we forget what they really look like. We don't really look. There's an expression that artists see things, and I think that's true. I think an artist will really try and look at something and see it for what it is. If it's a tree, they'll forget that they know about trees. If they look at a house, they'll forget what they know about houses. They'll just look at what they've got in front of them, and they'll see lots of shapes and tones and lines, dark bits and light bits, and all that comes together to create the image that they're looking at, rather than thinking, I've got a house in front of me or a tree in front of me. So this is really good for that. I just thought I'd point this one out because this would be quite a good one to draw over. If you print up something of an object that you want to draw, and here, I'm going to put it on here. Now if I draw over it, drawing over and tracing is a really good exercise as well. Can you see what I'm doing? Maybe that's not bright enough. I might use a highlighter. That might be better because that will show up better, won't it? So if I draw over that, oops, it's not very easy to draw with a highlighter. No, it's kind of getting stuck there. Never mind. I was hoping this would show up more. Maybe use a yellow. Anyway, you can see, look at this shape here of the jug. Now, if you just saw that shape out of context, if I took that away and covered everything up, you might not know that's the top of a jug. But look how interesting that is. Same for this cup here. Now, cups, draw around here, that gives us that ellipses. There we go. Just for practice, maybe print up some photographs that you take of objects and draw around them. That's a really good starting exercise to see those shapes that we're getting. So if I kind of took that out of context and just looked at what I drew there and tried to put it onto here. Let's find a pencil. We would just have the shape here. So I've got this picture here of my son, and I'm going to try and draw it without looking, just having a look on the camera so you can see what I'm going to do. Now the top of his head is missing, so I'm going to start at the top of the page like it is here. I'm going to follow that line. Now the thing is, because I'm not covering up my paper, out of the corner of my eye I can sometimes glimpse what I'm doing, which is okay too, as long as I focus on following that line. I'm following this line of his chin and up here now and up over here, and then I'm going to come back down here and I'm drawing this line and following my eye. It's like my eye is drawing, not my pen. My pen is just following what my eye is doing. And if we don't do this enough, like me, you get out of practice. But I think if I did this every day I'd get quite good at it. What do you think? That's his eyelid. And then I'm going to come down and his eyeball goes around a bit here like that. Then round about here I'm going to go to that line of his nose. Now, normally when you're drawing you wouldn't do lots of lines like this. You'd use shading to get those dark and light bits, but I'm using the pen to draw the lines of everything I'm seeing. Remember, don't take your pen off the paper. Keep it on. Don't be tempted to lift it off. Don't press too hard. And don't worry about it. The thing is, if you worry about it, you're not going to do it. And the point is, it doesn't matter if it goes wrong. I'm sure this is going to go wrong. Now, what haven't I done? I've done the nose. So I reckon the mouth. The mouth is usually halfway between the nose and the line of the chin, and out the corner of my eye I can vaguely see the chin is around here somewhere. So I'm going to... Now if you're covering your paper up and not looking at all, that's going to be even more fun when you look at it and you see what you've done. Now I'm going to go here, and I think that his neck will be somewhere, I don't know, about here. Down, up for the collar, round. There's his. Okay. Oh. Now, I didn't get his eyeballs in, did I? Forgot to do his eyeballs. So that would have been quite funny to do that. Quite impressed with the ears being at the more or less right height. So that comes from having a bit of practice for drawing faces. I think he probably looks more handsome here though. What do you think? You can see I've drawn over this because I've used it for monoprinting as well. Yeah, quite like that. So why don't you have a go? You don't have to do it from a photograph or a picture. You can go and sit opposite your mum or your sister or your brother or somebody and have a go at drawing them. Or get some family photos out. Have a look in, I don't know, if you've got some framed photos of people, try and copy them. Don't cheat, don't look at what you're doing until you've done a few drawings, and then let yourself do a 5-minute drawing and you can look 3 times or something like that. But make it a bit of an enjoyable game and get everyone else to join in, and then you can swap pictures and see if anybody looks like anybody. See if you can get an ear near another ear, because sometimes you'll find you get an ear up here and an ear down here. When you first start, you'll have an eye here, an eye up here, and it'll be quite funny. So enjoy.